Most people are not living their dreams because they are living their fears. They make lousy excuses to justify all the reasons why they can't do it. Tony Robbins once said, there are only two options, make progress or make excuses. And let's face it, we all make excuses in our lives. When you give reasons as to why something is impossible or why you can't do it or you don't have the time or your situation is different, please understand this. For every reason you think you can't, there are hundreds of others who have faced similar circumstances and succeeded. And if you want to succeed, to live a better life, to achieve extraordinary results, you must stop making the lousy excuses that prevent you from moving forward. The main thing that is standing between you and your goal is the crap you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. So, it is time to take 100% responsibility and stop making lousy excuses. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 most common excuses for success that most people make. Here's what you want to do. Find out if you are making these excuses, and if you do, get rid of them. Hey, this is Sean from StunningMotivation.com and welcome back to my channel. If you want to achieve better success in life, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So hit the subscribe button right now and let's begin. The most common lousy excuse people make about success is this. Number 1, I don't have time or I'm too busy. I have a friend who always talks about starting an internet business. Whenever he sees someone making a living from the internet, he was inspired and wants to do the same. But when you ask him why he's not doing it, he will tell you that he doesn't have the time, or he's too busy, or that he is overcommitted. You have to understand that we all have 24 hours a day. You, me, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, everyone else on this planet has the same 24 hours a day. So it is not that you don't have the time. It is that you don't know how to manage your priority. A wise man once said, it is not that you don't have time, but rather it is because you haven't made it a priority. When you say that you don't have time for exercise, you are saying that exercise is not your priority. When you say you are too busy to read a book, you are saying reading is not your priority. When you say you don't have time for your goals, you are saying that your goals are not your priority. When something becomes your priority, you will find time to make it work. You will choose to wake up an hour early to do it. You will stay later to get it done. You will do whatever it takes to make sure you accomplish it. So stop making the excuse and say that you don't have time. Instead, choose to rethink your priority. Number 2, I don't have the money or the capital. This is another common excuse for success that most people make. Let me ask you this. If you want to start a business but you don't have the capital, what would you do? Are you going to just stop and give up and let your dream die? First, understand that it is not the lack of money, capital, or resources. Rather, it is a lack of being resourcefulness. What else can you do when you don't have the money to start? Can you partner with someone else? Can you get a loan from banks or someone you know? Can you start without money? It is not that you lack the resources. Instead, what you lack is resourcefulness. You don't need $1 million to start $1 million business. What you need is the creativity to leverage other people's energy, time, and resources to build a multi-million-dollar business. The more you read the stories of how successful entrepreneurs made it, the more you will understand that most of them started from scratch. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak were the famous pair that started from Steve Jobs' parents' garage in California. After developing a couple of different models, they knew they would need more financing. So Steve Jobs had to find a co-signer to get a bank loan for $250,000. Michael Dell started Dell Computers from his campus dorm. He eventually dropped out of his university to focus on his computer company full-time. His first investment? $1,000 from his family. It is not that you lack money or capital or resources, you lack resourcefulness. So be creative and be resourceful. Common excuse for success number 3. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the experience. I don't have the qualification. I don't have the skills. Whatever. Ask yourself, have you made these excuses before? Have you told yourself these lousy stories in your head before? Be honest. You have to understand this. Nobody was born an expert. Every master was once a beginner. English wasn't my first language, but I'm willing to learn and I continue to publish YouTube videos here. Think about how a toddler learned to walk. She will fall down many times before she learned to balance her body, right? It is the same in everything we do in life. If you don't know how to do something, you can learn. So you don't lack the knowledge. It is not that you don't know how to do it, or you lack the qualification, or you don't have the skills. Instead, it is whether if you are willing to learn and improve and grow. I love this quote from Zig Ziglar. It will inspire you to learn and grow. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. So stop saying that you don't know how to do it. Alright? Common excuse for success number 4. The competition is too tough, or there are no more opportunities. Let me tell you this. Money and success go to those who take action, regardless of the competition or whether the opportunity is there. Ideas alone are not enough. If you want to make your dreams a reality, you must execute. In fact, competition can be a good sign because it is telling you that there is a demand. A lot of people think that blogging is dead because too many people are doing it. But it also proves one thing. The blogging industry is profitable, which is why a lot of people are doing it. Besides, when a lot of people are doing it, it means that you don't have to start from scratch. Do you know that Facebook isn't the first social media? The first popular social media site was Friendster. Then MySpace came around and conquered the market. But Facebook improved and captured the entire market and became the biggest social media platform that you know of today. The same happened with search engines. Google isn't the first search engine in the world. It was Alta Vista. Then Yahoo came around and captured the majority of the market. But today, Google has the majority market share and is the number 1 search engine in the world. This is why you don't have to worry too much about competition and opportunities, because there will always be competition. And your mission is to focus on serving your clients and creating values, not your competition, okay? If you focus on competition, you are going to lose your focus and you will lose your business. The same goes with opportunities. Opportunities will always be around, and sometimes opportunities arise from failures. Do you know that 3M invented post-it notes through an accident? The researchers wanted to make a permanent adhesive, but they made a failure and the adhesive wasn't strong enough. But because they are creative, they used the adhesive for another purpose, and the post-it note was born. And according to this article on Quartz, 3M produces 50 billion post-it notes every year, and the product brings in over $1 billion annual sales. Amazing, right? Opportunities are everywhere. You just need to look and search carefully. Common excuse for success number 5. This is not the best time. There's no perfect moment to start or to do something. If you are truly committed, just do it. You don't have to wait for a group of geese to fly in the shape of a cross only to start, right? You can start right now. Just like this famous saying from Robert Allen, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to start and create the perfect moment. When you want to invest in the stock market, you wait for the perfect timing to go in, right? But how do you know when is the lowest price to go in? And if you are selling, when do you know it is going to be the highest price so that you can sell with maximum profit? You can't. You can't guess or predict the price because you don't have a crystal ball. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment only to start exercise. And you certainly don't have to wait for things to be perfect only to begin your business. Here's another quote from Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. This is why you want to start now. Stop making the lousy excuse anymore. Do it now. Common excuse for success number 6. I'm too old or I'm too young. Many people say that internet marketing, blogging, becoming a YouTuber, or running an e-commerce website is for the youngster. I don't agree. Nothing can stop you from doing it if you absolutely want to achieve it. Team Rowett has been collecting interesting and unusual toys for over 30 years now, and he has a YouTube channel called Grant Illusions where he showed his collected toys to his audience, and the channel has over 2 million subscribers. Do you know how old is he? 73 years old. And I think I don't have to show you examples of people who pursue their dreams and succeed at a young age, because there are plenty of examples out there. Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, is a good example. He launched Facebook when he was 19 in 2004, and Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire at the age of 23 when I'm still a student in my local university. So I hope you can see that age is just a number. It is never too young or too late to do what you want to do. What if you are 60 and you want to start a blog? What if you are 18 and you want to build a $100 million real estate investment portfolio? What if you worry how others will look at you? Well, just remember this rule, the 20-40-60 rule. When you are 20, you care what everyone is thinking about you. When you are 40, you don't care what other people think of you. And when you are 60, you finally realize that nobody has been thinking about you at all. Most people only care about themselves and what is going on with them. Those who care about you will encourage you to live your best life. And what about those who don't care about you? Why do you even allow them in your life, right? So just move on and do your thing. Pursue your dream, follow your heart, and make life interesting. You are never too young or too old to dream a new dream or set a new goal. So stop using it as a lousy excuse. Common excuse for success number 7. I don't have the luck. This is a big one, but don't get me wrong. I do believe in luck. Just that I will never let luck stops me from getting what I want in life. The thing is, being lucky is a numbers game. The more you do, the more likely you are going to hit the bullseyes. If you approach 5 people and all of them reject you, try more. Approach more people, improve your presentation, and learn to become better at what you do. When 5 people reject you, try 50. There will be someone who will say yes. Colonel Sanders received more than 1,000 rejections before he finally got his first yes. And that one yes changed and revolutionized the fast food industry. There are now over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries, just because Colonel Sanders refused to give up. J.K. Rowling's original Harry Potter pitch was rejected 12 times by publishers. So if you think you don't have luck because you failed or you get rejected, think again. Rejections and failures are the foundations that builds your success. The more rejections you get, the closer you are to your next acceptance. The more no you receive, the closer you are to the next yes. When you see someone landed on a big sale, it is not because they are lucky, but because they are willing to go through all the rejections. When you see entrepreneurs build a successful internet business, you will never know how many failures they have gone through. Okay? Yeah, luck may be a factor to your success, and luck may play a role in determining your success, but it's going to be a minor one, not a major one. Okay? Not a major factor. So don't worry if you are not lucky. Don't be sad if you don't have the luck. Play the numbers game instead. Continue to do more, improve, and come up with a better plan. This way, luck will come your way and success will be yours. Therefore, don't say that you are not lucky or you don't have the luck to become successful. Stop using luck as an excuse. So these are some of the most common excuses people make when it comes to achieving success. Now that you know about these excuses, I want to ask you a question. Do you find any of these excuses relevant? Do you make any of these excuses? If you do, it is time to get rid of them and stop doing that. These lousy excuses will only prevent you from living a more successful life. Do you think these excuses are preventing you from achieving your dreams and goals? Let me know what you think. Leave your comment below, okay? And if you love this video, hit the like button right now and make sure you subscribe to my channel. That's all for now. See ya.